From the dungeon. Yes, listen, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Listen. This right here, this title right here is gas lighting. And I'm tired of it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of these People magazine and other magazines or online news broadcasting, journalism. I'm tired of this gaslighting and not really holding people responsible for their own actions. This title is gaslighting. Texas mom at 35 dies after hemorrhaging due to a state abortion ban. Everyone turned. He used his comment that everyone turned their backs on us during that day. This has nothing to do with the state. It has everything to do with these doctors that we call expert that refuse to do their job because they are scared of a protocol. They refuse to do their job because they are scared of a protocol. They're basically scared to go to jail to save somebody's life. I ain't never heard nothing like this a day in my life until now. That doctors are scared to save somebody's life so they won't go to jail. They rather let you die. Our morals is fucked up in this country. And you let a law did the law did Martin Luther King let the law turn his back and fuck up his morals for people that needed to go to school and use the same washroom and whatever the case, everything else that he stood for and protested for? Oh, integration. Do you think he turned his back and didn't go to jail and do the things that he went through? Look at Malcolm X. Look at so many other people that went to jail to stand up against a law. When are the doctors that you pay your insurance to, that you give all your trust to, that you put all your faith into, because you don't have no faith in God helping you. You put all your faith into a doctor that tells you, because of a law, I could not make an informed decision that this person needed their life saving, that I'm just going to let them die. This is what this is from. And he has every right to sue this hospital. He has every right to sue the doctor. That doctor needs to have their license removed. They do not need to be helping anyone. Each and every last one of them, one of those doctors that turned their back on this guy and his family, needs to be fired, sued. And they can't hide behind this because it specifically says if a person's life is in danger, they are to assist them in properly aborting that child or the fetus. All right, let's get to it. She was 11 weeks, Portia, say her name. She was 11 weeks pregnant when she suffered a miscarriage and experienced heavy bleeding for 6 hours. The 35-year-old from Texas required a DC, but doctors avoided the medical procedure, which is also used for abortions due to the state ban. Don't hide behind this. We're going to read the article, because when you read the article, you're going to be like, yo, these people are bogus. Now, and this people's is gaslighting them. A Texas woman died after not receiving proper medical care for a miscarriage due to a state restriction ban, whatever. The fifth case that ProPublica has reported where a death occurred as direct to result of the... Now, who is ProPublica? Okay, that is another site. All right, so ProPublica, People's, all of them. All right, so she is a mother of two. She suffered a miscarriage at 11 weeks pregnant and experienced heavy bleeding. Nurses reported that she was passing large clots the size of grapefruit. They let this woman die, y'all. This is June the 11th. According to the outlet, she bled over 6 hours that she required two transfusions in the emergency room at the Houston Methodist Met, sorry Methodist Sugarland Hospital. Need to sue them. They need to be sued. And they do this all over politics. Like, this is wild to me. A life over politics. Okay. All right. So Portia's husband, Hope, called his mother, a former physician. She told the couple that Portia needed a dilation in curettage procedure. And this is a surgical procedure where the cervix is dilated and the instrument is called a curette, is used to suction or scrape the uterine lining, removing the baby from the inside of the uterus. All right. DC is done during the first trimester of the miscarriages and abortions. Despite the advice from his mother, Hope and Portia were told by the doctors that the hospital routine was to provide a drug called the misoprostol to help her body fully miscarriage. They gave her a drug. That drug is going to cause her blood and her body to do things that it should not do when she's already hemorrhaging and having issues with her pregnancy. So they poisoned her. This keep it 1,000. This is what the article should be saying. So they decided to poison her, give her something that did not help her. The mindset I had that day was, all right, they're the experts, right? And this is what a typical person would believe. I know they've seen miscarriages many times. This is what I believe when I sit back and see these cases. I'm like, yo, they know miscarriages. They should know what to do. Right? However, Portia died 3 hours later when they gave her this drug instead of them doing their job. They should be sued, jailed. I would have been in there fighting. Somebody catching a black eye that day, it's going down. You hear me? It's going down. If you don't do this procedure, it's going down. I'm John Q in that joint. Like, I'm not kidding you. I'm John Q. Somebody's got to turn up and turn out, because it's these doctors that is refusing to do their job. And then they want to hide behind the state ban when it has nothing to do with the state ban, because her life was in danger. Save a life. Why don't you save a life for a change instead of giving them poison all the goddamn time? Sick of you people. I'm sick of you people. I'm telling you, I'm sick of you people. Now, dozens of doctors reviewed Portia's case and agreed that her case was preventable. Experts claimed that the misoprostol was too risky to use when the mother was experiencing such heavy bleeding, and the DC should have been performed. So whose fault is it again? Don't blame it on the law. Don't blame it on the law. So the patient continued to bleed and have higher risk of going into hemorrhage shock. The medical examiner for that case found that Portia's cause of death was hemorrhage. The near total ban abortion state Texas states that doctors cannot perform the procedure unless the mother's life is deemed at risk. So again, the law states clearly that if the mother's life is deemed at risk, why are these doctors not helping these mothers? Why aren't these doctors getting on the news and say, please, don't be discouraged by the law. If you are having a miscarriage, you are having a difficult pregnancy, please come and see us. We may need to help you. Why aren't these doctors putting this message out there? Why are these doctors causing fear-mongering? It's exactly the same thing the Democrats did during their presidential debate. Fear-mongering. Fear, 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 fear. I'm sick of it.